Number one will always be Hatebreed. Always. Hatebreed, man. Right up there. The number one aggression metal band to get you in the mood to train hard and heavy in the gym. Make improvements with your physique. Alright, man. So I guess this is where it has to happen. I knew it was eventually going to happen. This is where it has to happen. This is where I begin running people off. I knew it was going to happen. By the time the ultimate DogeWarrior has come to an end, I will probably have run every one of you off. Just being straight. Maybe one or two indigos will be left, saying, "Give me more, warrior, give me more." But for the majority of you, telling it so harsh, telling it so clear, you ain't gonna want to hear it. And this goes out to one of you that asked me last night to give you 1,000 of my Dogecoin. For those of you that don't even know what I'm talking about, somebody reached out to me last night and said, "Hey man, I'm unemployed right now. I don't have a job, but I want to get in on the Doge game. And I see that you've got over 1 million Doge. So will you give me 1,000 of your Doge? And when it inflates in value, I will give you 1,000 back." That's what the kid asked me. That infuriated me. It infuriated me to the point to where I couldn't message this kid everything I wanted to say. You know what I'm saying? How do you message someone back when they say, "I just want to be lazy. I just want to be weak. I want a handout. I want to get rich, but I don't want to have to do anything. Give me yours so I can get rich." You asked the wrong dude, man. This is what I got to say. For everybody, not just you, man, but to everybody. Are you doing enough to get rich right now? Are you doing enough? Never before has it been easier to become a millionaire in under 5 years. So are you doing everything that it takes to become a millionaire in under 5 years, other than asking people for free handouts? Because that's not in the game. That is not a part of it. That shouldn't even be able to come out of your mouth. Nobody owes you anything. Nobody owes me anything. So don't ask anybody for anything. Do it on your own. God gave you a mind. He gave you a mouth. He gave you arms. He gave you legs. He gave you energy. He gave you energy to go out and be successful. He didn't give it to you to go out and beg people for handouts. Let me tell you something right now, man. I had one job in my entire life. One freaking job. I worked at Denny's. I was a cook for 4 years. I made no freaking money. In just a matter of a couple months, I had $700 in the bank. I had $700 in the bank, making like $4 freaking an hour, man. And I wanted to move out because it was my high school job. And I said, man, when I turn 18, my parents are putting too many parameters on me. I know that if I was able to act on some of these decisions I want to make, I'd probably leap forward in life. Listen to me, people. This isn't like an act. This part of me is not an act. I have been money hungry and driven since I was like a teenager. Since the first thought of money entered my head, I've been a go-getter. I need more. I need more money. I want to be successful. Dude, I don't just want a car. I want a freaking Ferrari. I don't want a house. I want a mansion with a pool. I want columns. I want an estate. I want land. You see what I'm saying? That's me, man. So having that wiring that I have, you can't ask people for that. You have to work for that. And so at a very young age, man, I knew if I needed to get out on my own after high school, Denny's wasn't going to do it. So what I did with my money was I bought everything I needed to start a landscaping company, and I added that to my Denny's paycheck. When I wasn't working at Denny's, I was mowing grass, trimming trees. Dude, I was pulling dead cats out of basements, man. Yeah, I didn't matter. Did not matter. If you were gonna pay me for something, I knew I could do it. You understand me? That's my mentality. You need to move forward in life. You figure out what you got to do, and you do it. Listen to me, everybody, and especially you, dude, that asked me for the 1,000. Everybody just got a stimulus check. Dude, what, did you not work all last year? Like, you didn't work last year, and you ain't working this year? Because if you worked last year, you would have got multiple stimulus checks this year. That those checks, if you weren't lazy, those checks could have went into buying a lawnmower, a blower, a hedge clippers, trimmers, everything you needed to start a landscaping company. And guess what? We're moving into spring and summer. Like, this is when you would be needed. You'd be working right now if you'd done that. You'd be working, making money right now, putting your money in Dogecoin had you have done that. But what did you do with your stimulus money? Tell me, dude, what did you do with your stimulus money? What'd you blow it? You blew it, and now you're coming to me asking me for money. Listen, I live in a neighborhood. I live in a prestigious neighborhood where nobody mows their own grass. If you need a tree trimmed, you don't get out a ladder and do it yourself. You call people. My whole neighborhood, not a single one of us mow our own grass. We all pay people to mow our own grass, blow the trees out of our yard, trim our hedges, okay? Clip the shrubs, plant all the pretty flowers that we want. We pay people to do that. So think of the amount of neighborhoods there are all across the country like mine. There is a huge need for a guy with a lawnmower right now. And you're telling me you don't have a freaking job. Listen, people, are you doing enough to become a millionaire in the next 5 years? Honestly, are you doing enough? Because momentum. We're all young at this one point in our life, and we have this momentum and we have this energy. You know, we just want to go out and prove that we can make something of ourselves. And what are we going to give back to society? What are we going to become? How are people going to view us? Based off of our actions, based off of what we do, based off of how hard we work, based off of what they see in us. You see what I'm saying? That's who you become in life. And you don't get a lot of time to prove it because you start to slow down at a certain age. You get tired. You see it at an early age, like in your 20s, in your teens. I started when I was early in my teens. I started building up momentum so that when I got older, I already knew I would have done so much in my early years that I could slow down as I got older, that I could slow down. Because I had already done all the work in my early years. I already done so freaking much that literally there was like 10 of me on this earth making sure that I wouldn't have to do a lot when I got older, that I could retire very easily, that I could live my life peacefully, that I wasn't going to have to stress. Okay? Are you doing that? People, are you doing that? Right now you have one opportunity to build up all this momentum, and you get to add the stock market to it. You get to add cryptocurrency to it. I didn't even freaking have that when I was coming up. Yeah, I didn't have all these platforms and you could just invest yourself and there's no middleman. Dude, you had to get the newspaper and read a stock, and you were told once a day what that stock was worth, and you had to have all these middlemen taking money out, and it was crap, man. Now look how easy it is. Where anybody can become a millionaire in under 5 years. It's easy. So are you doing enough? You know what I'm saying? Are you doing enough? Dude, buy a freaking lawnmower, buy a trailer, buy a crappy pickup truck, start a freaking, and move in with your parents, or you're probably already living with your parents. I don't know. Start a landscaping business out of your parents' garage, man. And start the momentum process. Stop asking people for anything. Nobody owes you anything. That's my message today. Are you doing enough? Because I don't think you are. Or I don't think you realize what it takes. What it takes. Because the time that age is going to hit you, and it went right past you, man. You didn't do enough. Now you're barely going to be making it. No money in the bank. You're going to be struggling. You're not even going to have enough enough money to buy food. You see what I'm saying? Because you didn't do enough when you were younger. You didn't build up momentum when you were younger. So that's my message for today, people. That is my message. Get out there, do whatever it takes, take the extra money, put it in Dogecoin so that you can be a millionaire in under 5 years. Do whatever it takes. There's no limits. The only limit is you being lazy because you don't want to do what it takes. All right, everybody. Have an awesome day. Get out there and hustle. Peace.